What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the absolute best system for your wholesaling real estate business. We're going to break down the absolute best Podio setup to use for wholesaling real estate. I'm going to show you the exact same system that I used to go from doing 1 to 2 deals a month to doing 10 to 15 deals every single month and making over $1 million a year wholesaling real estate. I'm going to show you the system that was a complete game changer for me and my wholesaling real estate career. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you and show you the exact system. Before we get started though, make sure you go subscribe to the channel, click the red button down below, but let's get right into it. So this is the Wholesale CRM and it is available at wholescalecrm.com. Now this system is a complete game changer for a wholesaling real estate business because it is the home of your whole wholesaling real estate business. It handles every single component and department of your company. So when we jump in here, we're going to be able to see the activity page. And on this home activity page right here, this is going to go ahead and this is going to show us everything that's been happening that everybody in the company has been working on every minute. It updates live, and then on the right hand side we're going to have some of our key metrics and some important resources for the system. But this is like the home page of the CRM. Next, we break into our different categories of our business, and like I said, it handles your whole company. So the first app that I'm going to go over is the Seller Leads app, and this handles everything to do with sellers and marketing flowing into your company. The next app is the Transactions app. Once you get a deal under contract, it becomes a transaction, and that's where everything is handled right there to take your deal from contract to close. The next app is the Dispo Offers app. Now, once you're marketing a deal trying to sell it, when buyers submit offers in, this is where they're going to be able to submit offers in, and this is where those offers are going to show up. The next one is the Cash Buyers. This is where you build out your cash buyers list. You're able to create a profile for each and every cash buyer. And then title companies. This is where you store all the title companies that you're working with to close your transactions. And then team members. This is like your human resources, your HR department of your business. Everybody that's on your team, you're going to be able to track when they were hired, all their information and all of that right there. And then email replies. When sellers reply back to you via the system, they're going to show up there. And then autoresponders. This is super amazing, and we're going to get more into this. But this is where the system will automatically send texts and emails for you to follow up with the seller for you in order to help you get more deals, reach more sellers, and make more contact attempts. The next one is your key performance metrics. The system's going to keep track of every single important metric that you need to track in a wholesaling business. Guys, let's dive even deeper. So that being said, you can see that it breaks down every department of your business, but now let's really dive in. So let's jump into the Seller Leads app. So whenever you go out there and you conduct marketing, whether it's direct mail, cold calling, text blasting, Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever marketing channel you're conducting, once you find a motivated seller from your marketing, it's going to directly flow into this system. This system integrates with any marketing channel. So the lead's going to flow right in here, and a seller lead profile is going to be created for them right here. And on the left-hand side, you're going to be able to see important metrics like how many leads there are in each status, how many contact attempts have been made, how many contracts have gotten signed for the month. So there's some important metrics there on the left-hand side. But let's jump into a seller lead profile. When we jump into a seller lead profile, it's going to lay out everything that you need to keep track of for each and every motivated seller. So their name, their spouse name, their address, what team member is assigned to the lead, navigation. This is going to be able to drag you through the system easily at a click of a button, so that way you can move through it seamlessly. Next, it's going to keep track of their contact information. The seller phone, the email. The Zillow information is going to directly feed into the system. Same thing with realtor.com. And then next, it's going to keep track of every single thing that needs to be tracked. So first off, what lead source did the deal come from? Did it come from telemarketing? Did it come from your website, RVM, SMS, and so on? Every marketing channel is going to be tracked right there. The state's going to be tracked. Then, how many times have you tried to contact the lead? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And the best part about it is, every time you click one of these call attempts, it sends a text and an email automatically to the seller, letting them know you tried to reach them. Next, it's going to keep track of written or verbal offer. Did you make the seller a written or a verbal offer? And it's going to track how many of these you're making every week, every month, and so on. Next, it's going to keep track of and organize each lead into the bucket that it needs to go in. What is the lead status? Is it a new lead? Is it interested? Is it not interested? Is it dead? It's going to organize every lead into the right category that it needs to sit in. Same thing with temperature. Is the lead hot, warm, cold, or dead? And then, even better, we're going to dive into motivation. We're going to organize, this system is going to organize every lead by their motivation. What is the reason they want to sell the property? Are they a tired landlord? Are they unemployed? Financial problems, medical issues, divorce? What is the reason they want to sell? And then whether it's a creative deal or a hedge fund deal, it's going to organize it by that as well. Next, we move on to automatic follow-up. Guys, this is where it gets super good. This system is going to automatically follow up with your sellers for you. All you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to select an autoresponder that you create, and then you're going to click Start Autoresponder, and it's going to send the seller text and emails every single day that you choose. So you could set it to send them one in 7 days, 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, all the way up to 3 years out. You get to choose the exact sequence of when these messages are getting sent, and you also get to choose what messages, what is being said. And another bonus is when you sign up for the CRM, we actually give you our ideal messages to send and the ideal sequence. So you don't even have to think about what to create and what to put in to set up these autoresponders. We're going to give you the most ideal messages that get the best response rate and the ideal sequence of how frequently you should send these messages out. So that is super amazing. Next is seller info. So if it's a cold call lead, the notes from the cold caller will show up right here. And then you want to generate a contract. Guys, are you tired of filling out a contract line by line and wasting so much time to send an offer? At the click of a button, you're going to be able to fill out the contract automatically and send it to the seller. All you do is input a few pieces of information, click Generate PDF, or email the PDF to the seller, and a contract's going to be generated just like that. Next is just some tracking info, and then on the right-hand side, you're going to be able to take all your comments as you're working with the seller. So while you're on the phone with them and you're asking them questions, you take all your notes right there. That's the Seller Leads app. Once we get the contract signed, we click Contract Signed, Send to Transactions. Now, all this information that we collected right there in the Seller Lead is going to flow directly over to the Transactions app, and a transaction is going to be created just like that. Now, we have a contract to close process in this app for your transaction coordinator or your disposition manager to take the deal from open to close and actually getting paid on the deal. Same thing, right-hand side, you can take comments. Now we go right here. All that seller info is going to flow over. So their name, their contact information, it's all going to flow over. A transaction manager is going to be assigned to the lead. Then again, you can navigate through it by those navigation buttons, by clicking them. And then it's going to show you what status the deal is in. And then you're going to be able to choose your exit strategy. Is it a wholesale, novation, fix and flip, rental, creative? What type of deal is it? It's going to flow over the acquisition manager. All that info from the seller lead is going to come over. Now we get to that process, right? Opening stage. It's going to tell your team exactly what to do, right? We want to keep it very simple so that way our team can follow our instructions and not make any mistakes. And this system helps you do that. So opening stage. First, file the contract and update your transaction sheet. Next, send the info to title. Next, get earnest money. Next, introduce yourself to the seller. Then order pictures, right? All the contract information is going to flow over from the seller lead. Now we're ready to market the deal. So we're going to market the deal. We're in the marketing stage. We're going to post this deal to the Dispo Offers app. Remember how I said offers from buyers can come in? Well, you can post it to the Dispo Offers app, and they'll be able to submit offers in on this deal now. We're going to be able to put our marketing price in, and we're going to be able to go through all the different marketing channels of how to market the deal. Did we do them? Yes or no? And so that way your team can follow, hey, have we text blasted buyers? Have we called buyers on Investor Lift? Have we posted the deal on Facebook? And follow that step by step. And then if there's a showing of the property, they can schedule that there. All the submitted offers are going to show up right there. Next, once we find a buyer, it's going to take your team step by step through the signing stage, right? Send the assignment contract, receive it back signed, send it to the title company, get the earnest money from the buyer deposited, and then it's going to tell you what we're going to make, right? So you're going to be able to plug in what we're selling it for, the buyer contact information, how much earnest money, the deadline for them to deposit their earnest money, and then boom, you can click Generate Assignment Contract. And just like the purchase contract with the seller, this assignment contract is going to generate at the click of a button, so that way you can save time, stop filling out contracts, just generate them at the click of a button and send it to the buyer to sell the deal. Then we go to the closing stage. What was the price we finally sold it for? Were there any miscellaneous costs? And it's going to give us our actual profit, okay? And then some tracking info down here. So as you can see, it takes your team through open to close with the contract. Next, let's go to the Dispo offers. So this is where offers get submitted in by buyers. What you're going to be able to see here is that they are able to submit an offer in on any available property. All right, so any available property now is going to show up on this website that's automatically created for you. And all the addresses of properties you're trying to sell are going to show up right there. So they could click this one, and then they can go ahead, fill out their information. What's their name, their email, their phone, what's their offer amount, when can they close, how much earnest money are they willing to do, and they're going to be able to submit an offer directly into the system, and that offer is going to come in right here and show up right here. It's also going to show up in your transactions app. So you're going to be getting a website for them to be able to submit offers in. Next, cash buyers. Same thing, you're going to get a website for cash buyers to input their information and join your buyers list. And that website is going to look just like this. As you can see, they can get signed up to your buyers list by filling out their information here. They're able to choose what areas they target, what type of properties they like to buy, what type of investor they are, submit their information in, and then they're going to be added to your cash buyers list. And it's going to be sorted by state right there. Title companies, you're going to be able to come in here and you are going to be able to create a title company. You're going to be able to add the title company's information all in here and choose whether they're active or not. Team members, this is a super good app because you're going to be able to do everything you need for your company right here when it comes to employees. So this is my actual company right here. Here you can see all my different employees, whether they're an acquisition manager or a cold caller. And when I click on each one, you're going to be able to see that I'm able to assign them to whatever department in my company I want them assigned to. I'm able to choose whether they're active or terminated. When I hired them, I'm able to put all their information in here. Are they in-house or a VA? Save all of that there so that way I can keep track of every single employee. Next is email replies. Pretty self-explanatory. When those automated text messages go out and emails go out, the replies are going to flow in right here. Next, we move on to where you set up your automatic texts and emails, and this is where you build them out. So as you can see, this is an email one, and I set that up right there. And then what you can do is you can go over here and you can create it. And like I was saying, you get to choose the message and you get to choose how often it's sent. So for this one, we set it up to get sent in 14 days, then send it again in 24, and then so on, you can fill it out. So you get to choose the ideal sequence and exactly what the messages say for that automatic follow-up. Guys, this system is a complete game changer for any wholesaling business. And then the KPIs, it's going to keep track of every important metric for your business. How many leads daily from what marketing channel, leads monthly, per marketing channel, how many contracts you sent monthly, how many contracts you got signed monthly, how many contracts each team member has gotten, how many deals you've closed monthly, how much money you've generated each month. It keeps track of every important metric. Guys, this is a complete game changer for any wholesaling business. Every single one of my students that has jumped on this CRM has went from doing 3 deals and they've doubled it instantly. Guys, this is a complete game changer. You talk about wanting to get organized and build a real business, it starts by finding your home, your system, your CRM, your client relationship management system. That is the heart of any marketing and sales business. And guys, wholesaling real estate is marketing and sales, right? We find deals by doing marketing, then we do our sales. We talk to the seller, we convince them to sell us their property, and we need a house for this, right? We need to be able to be organized. Otherwise, we're going to lose out on deals. If we don't keep track of everything going on in our company in one place and make sure it's seamless, we are going to miss out on deals. I don't want you to miss out on deals, so I want you to sign up for the Wholesale CRM. It is available at wholescalecrm.com. Guys, this is the exact same system that I use for my business. I wouldn't be telling you to sign up if it wasn't going to help you. And one of the main things is to remember here is you need to keep it simple, but also make sure you have everything you need. And I've used so many different CRMs, right? I've tried them all. I've been in the wholesaling real estate business for 5 years now. In my first couple years of doing this business, before I created this CRM, I was using a bunch of different CRMs and testing them out. And they were confusing. There was too much stuff in them that we didn't need. It was a mess, right? It actually made my business more unorganized. So what I decided to do is I decided to take the best parts of every CRM that's out there that's available and keep it simple, get rid of everything that's not necessary, make sure I have everything that will optimize my business, and I put it all in one. And that is what Wholescale CRM is. It's the one-stop shop for everything you need for your wholesaling business. I hope you sign up. If you want a further demo of the platform, you can get a free full demo explaining everything in depth at wholescalecrm.com. So make sure to go check that out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the red button and subscribe. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.